Hey guys, and welcome back. So today let's do a quick check of Sam. We've just done the run in from Zaragoza, so I'm going to need to check tire pressures. Now I use the Bosch electronic tire pressure, so it always works for me. So carry this as standard because it's always good. Right, she's low on pressure, so she's showing 2.75, so let's just inflate. What I do is I put it up to 3, which in reality is about 2.9. Great little piece of kit. I'll put a link to it on the sites as well, so you can see it. But it's good for doing Sam's tyres, and then as always I can blow up beds because there's an adapter to go with it as well, so you can blow the bed up. So that's the first one done, and that's good. So didn't quite roll far enough forward on that. So again, low. There it is. So that's all good. Now I don't need to check the oil because I know her oil is good. So Madrid. I promised you a quick ride around. Now this is the Latin Quarter. So as we go up, we have Plaza Mayor, which was quite a prestigious place going back in the day. Madrid is Spain's capital, so it's all good. So what we're going to have to do is, she's set for luggage at the moment. Yep, so I'm going to change the luggage. So bring the that up to single rider mode. There it is. So she's back to single rider mode. So compression and suspension set just for me. No additional luggage or no additional load, so that's pretty good. Now I'm going to change it to full dynamic, and then set the suspension here for full dynamic, and there it is. So we're going to have a bit of fun. Right, I'm going to leave the visor up. Oh, I always do that. I always forget to put the stand up before changing. So let's get off. Dating back from the 1200s, Madrid, which I believe in Spanish actually means city of water. So it is, there's a lot of water around, so there's a lot of river, and Madrid is actually sectioned into quarters. So I'm in the Latin Quarter. It's my favourite quarter. So I mean, you've got a lot of the old romantic buildings that you would actually expect Spain to have. I mean, look at that. It's amazing. And then you've got churches and cathedrals and you name it, everything's around here. And it's just great fun. So you see there's a lot of pushing me right, so I can't go straight to the end. Oh well. But you get to see a lot of the buildings that are around here and all the fun bits, so it's really good. So up this way and then we'll find out what happens. So let's find a way of getting off to the right hand side and see if we can go somewhere and have a better look around. This is pushing me back to where we came from and not really where I want to go to. So there is there's a road to my right here, so let's go up this one, see if I can get onto the police road and then follow them for a ride. So that'll be good fun. Now, risking life and limb, and I stalled it. Thank you, senor. Muchas gracias. Don't wait for that light, just go. Right, motorcycles. More open roads. So let's have a ride around and just see where we can go to. Again, lots of scooters. Little Kawasaki Versys. Sweet little bike. And then some beautiful roads and little buildings that are, I mean, these are cute. This is what you expect Madrid to be like. Down to the other quarters of Madrid. So further down you've got the main metropolis that is Madrid down there. So this will take us out of the Latin Quarter, which I'll come back and cover again later. But I think I can do that mostly in pictures. Now I've got some pictures that I've taken yesterday and then some pictures that I was here 3 years ago, so I'll intermingle those into the video and show you what, or just give you a flavour of what Madrid is actually like, because it's a beautiful city and that has a real cool history to it as well. So it's a celebration of all things Spanish, and you got the wonderful gate to the city there. Is good, and both have their own value. That is the steps up to Palacio Real, which is the well, as it says, a palacio, so it's a palace. So it's all pretty good. Now, there's one of the more expensive hotels. Huge it is as well. And you cannot get away from a Starbucks. Now, one of the guys who left a comment doesn't like the way I ride, so I'm going to explain the reason why I ride like this. It's all about being slightly aggressive when you ride, but also looking at how the aggression comes in from other drivers and road users a lot. So I use the gears properly. I don't just brake and then just use the massive amount of torque that the bike has. I use engine braking so I can just manage speed and positioning a lot easier. By changing up and down as well and using the gearbox more than most people do, it's all about being in a position where if I need to have that burst of speed, I've got it, without having to wait for any form of lag, by just staying in higher gears and then changing down lower. So I use the gears properly. I use the way that you would if you were a peace officer and a traffic policeman, and the way that most advanced motorists are taught how to use. You use the brakes only if you need to, because a brake can unsettle the way that the bike operates. Now you can do the hooligan thing and just don't give a damn about what people think and just push people out the way, but in 52 years of riding, I've only ever had one accident, and that wasn't even my fault. So I've had 0 fault accidents in 52 years. So I've got to be doing something right on a bike. Yep, we could do the bit where I could ride balls out all the time, and you guys have seen enough of me shooting up and down the autobahns, because I do it where it's safe to. I don't do it on places where it isn't safe. You have to look at how safe it is to pull a maneuver or pull a stunt that you shouldn't do. There's too many people giving bikers a bad name because they will do things that piss a lot of four-wheel car drivers off, and to be honest, that pisses me off because it gives us a bad name. And we coexist on the road. We don't own the road. Sam does, but that's totally different. We coexist, so we should learn to share and then respect what we're doing all the time. And it's the only way that we're going to have and help rebuild our reputation, because that's what we need to do. We need to rebuild a reputation, because we have a lot of negative press sometimes, and the problem with the press is they like to report all the bad things. They never talk about the good things, and that is a shame, because we have some great bikers, we have some great biking groups and clubs that are real ambassadors for the sport and the way of life. Nice speed triple just gone past. So we should start looking to celebrate what we're doing, as opposed to always doing the hooligan things. Hooligan things are fine, but they're not good if you're going to be criticised or potentially prosecuted, and more importantly, they're not always safe. And biking's about having fun, not always putting your life on the line. It's bad enough putting your life on the line when you have crazy car drivers talking on cell phones, and then they rest them on the shoulders. So a lot of people tend not to have hands-free kits, which I find absolutely incredible. Now, I use the BMW System 7 carbon, so I've got the carbon helmet, and I've got the communication version 3 in it. So it's cool. I've got Bluetooth directly into my headset, so I can plug that into the bike. I can listen to music, I can listen to my sat nav, give me directions. I could listen to the built-in iPod. I can connect it to my phone and make phone calls. Most of the time I tend not to use it because I don't need to. I like the sound of listening to Sam and doing all the good things with Sam. But it's good to know that if I need to, I can make a phone call, I can listen to the sat nav, I don't just have to look, I can listen to it, so she'll give me step-by-step directions, and that's cool as well. But it also means that if I'm traveling long distances and maybe I'm in an accident, the helmet will give a call to emergency services. Now, the only thing that I didn't do when I bought the bike, I didn't have the SOS feature fitted, but I didn't need to. I worked on the principle that I have a cell phone and it's connected into the helmet, so if I need to, I can call. In hindsight, I think maybe I should have done the SOS, because if I end up being knocked out, there's one of the Harley scramblers just gone past. So when I pick up the new GS 1250 Adventure, I'm going to have the SOS feature enabled on there, because I think that would be sensible. And here we are following the Triumph Speed Triple. Actually, just looking at it, I've just seen I'm a bit low on fuel. So I'm down to quarter of a tank. It gives me about 80 to 100 mile range, but I don't like to let Sam get down below a quarter of a tank. For me, it's not good policy. So when I see a service station, gas station, I'm going to fill up and make certain everything's cool. So yeah, so we'll go up this way. And just look, I love the big open streets of Madrid. It's absolutely stunning, and it is such fun. You know, you end up with a place where now the horn you heard there, yes, that was Sam. She has a proper horn, not a little beep beep as you get on most motorcycles. She's got a full-on horn. It is a proper, well, I mean, it is a hell of a horn. So it's all good fun, and I do enjoy doing what I need to with Sam, you know, because it is all about having fun and doing things that, you know, make life worth living. Now, as you would expect in Madrid, being a Catholic country, there are an awful lot of churches and cathedrals around, and I mean, that's, you know, that's good. A lot of the buildings are absolutely incredible, and you know, they really are. It is a beautiful city. I prefer a lot of Barcelona, and I didn't get to show you a lot of Barcelona. Barcelona is a little bit more tight knit. There's very little of these wide open boulevards, but this is the reason why Madrid is the capital. You know, it's a beautiful city with big open boulevards, and it's just fun. Am I allowed to go? Man. I almost went down the service road. Damn. And I didn't see the policeman sort of very last minute. Otherwise, I'd probably have gone. Now I've got a fellow BMW behind me, GS, so it's all pretty good. Hey my friend.
Viene de lejos.
Sí.
A pingüinos.
No inglés.
This weekend is a big concentration of motorbikes in Bernal.
Ah, okay.
Do you know?
I didn't, but I'll look it up.
Look, pingüino.
Linguino.
Pingüino.
Oh, okay, yes.
It's this animal.
Uh-huh.
It's near. It's 150 kilometers.
Okay, that'd be good.
And it's the big invernal concentration in Europe.
I'll definitely go. Yeah, thank you. Yes, you're just hearing about
I think with this matricula you have a cap for riders more long distance.
yes. Yeah. Long distance. So there's an international bike meet. So that's going to be pretty good. So that's tomorrow. So it's 105 kilometers in length. So about 60, that's just under 60 miles. So that's not too bad. So that should actually be quite fun. So, you see what I mean? Crazy Spaniards, they just go, man. They just go. But that's cool. So I mean, you know, he understands what he's doing, he understands where he's going, he understands his risks. Strange cities, I understand nothing. So it's always good to err on the side of caution. Now, as you can see, there's a great building over there, and I'm going to be heading up that direction over there. So it's pretty cool. So there's a whole beautiful, I mean, this is an amazing city to visit. And it's great to see it from a motorcycle. You don't get to see as much from four wheels, but from a motorcycle you get to see a lot more. And again, I love the way Spain is just put together. I mean, when you look at the cities, all of the cities are similar. They're all based on grid systems, and that makes it so easy to follow and to work out. So you know that if you do so many lefts, so many rights, you'll end up back where you were. And one of my things that I like to do is I tell people I'm going for a left, right, and when I do that, it's just basically I'm going out, I have no idea where I'm going. I will see a road and I'll go, I'm going to take that road, and then you go left, you go right, you go left, and you go right, and then you end up somewhere, and that's cool. So it's all about good fun, and it's about understanding where it is you want to go and what you want to do and all the nice bits that go with it. But it's just really just about enjoying being with Sam. I mean, Sam is a fun bike to be with. I mean, you can go around anywhere and you know, you just don't have to worry, because you know, she can mix it with the best of them. Oh, fuel station. I can't back up. Sugar. Didn't see that until too late. Okay, so not a problem. So I'm on the lookout for a fuel station now. Another church. And another BMW 1200. So that was the K1600. A nice bike. Great engine, and it was really put well together. And yeah, it was good. Now this is what they call the commercial area. It's not really commercial because there's very little finance around here. Most of them are just really expensive shops, and the apartment blocks and everything around here, classical Spanish architecture with very high realty costs. Now Madrid is an expensive place to rent a home in. Now, decent sized 2-bed apartment is going to cost you between 1,000 and 1,500 euros a month minimum. If you go into the more exclusive areas, then you can double and even triple that. So it does become quite expensive. And yeah, Ducati Scrambler. I actually like that, and I can't quite work out why, but I actually like it. But they do have a lot of mounted police, whether they're mounted on horses or bikes. It's the preferred option of getting around in Madrid, because they do have the right to use the walkways and public areas, and people do get out the way, which is actually quite surprising, to be honest. I'm actually, you know, I quite like that. So, am I allowed to go up there? Yeah, why not? And again, you see these massive federal buildings, and they are brilliant. I mean, they've mixed the architectures really well, and it works. Some of them are 1960s, but it works. And then they've got Novotels from the 70s. But they're trying to adapt the architecture for the region you're in, and the sector of Madrid. So they've got some really good architecture, and then little bits like the mid-70s that are slightly dodgy, but even they are in keeping with what's going on with Madrid. So you can't really complain about that.